The U.S. Senate has voted to allow the government to resume surveillance of phone data, but with new restrictions. The USA Freedom Act extends the government's ability to collect large amounts of data, a power that expired on Sunday. The law, which replaces the Patriot Act, had been backed by President Barack Obama as a necessary tool to fight terrorism. The law passed 67 to 32 and now goes to Mr. Obama to sign into law. The bill undoes a national security policy that had been in place since shortly after the attacks on September 11, 2001. The new law replaces a National Security Agency, NSA, program in which the spy agency collected personal data en masse. The revelation of this program by former NSA contractor Edward Snowden triggered a global public backlash. The NSA would now be required to selectively request data, which will be stored on telephone and internet company servers rather than government servers. Patriot Act vs. Freedom Act. What is changing? The expiry of the Patriot Act brings to an end bulk collection of Americans' phone metadata, who called who, when and for how long, but not the content of calls, by the U.S. Under its successor, records must be held by telecommunications companies and investigators need a court order to access specific information. Technology companies will be given greater leeway to reveal data requests. The measures are intended to balance concerns on privacy with providing the authorities the tools they need to prevent attacks. What stays the same? Key parts of the Patriot Act are retained in the Freedom Act. They include the provision allowing the monitoring of lone wolf suspects, potential attackers not linked to foreign terror groups, despite the U.S. authorities admitting the powers have never been used. The Freedom Act also maintains a provision allowing investigators to monitor travel and business records of individuals, something law officers says is more effective than bulk collection.